Alright, well, the whole reason for doing this is we are going Crown King and ran out of gas. I didn't. I still had 3/4 tank, but my buddy did. So what happened?
I got gas, man. I got 5 gallons of gas. I think we've been down for about 20-25 minutes. I was getting ready to fucking start a fire and shit. Already got my emergency kit. And now I learned a lesson. I mean, I really didn't give a fuck, dude, if I was out here for like 3 days, dude. If need be, dude. I don't care, dude. You know, so you're going home, dude, and just fucking tell my wife, dude, that I'm stuck an hour south of Crown King. And he's fucking hanging out, dude, until he gets some more gas. Well, I got enough weed. I got a sandwich and some beef jerky.
Okay, so what I'm doing today is going to make a holder for the gas can, which goes on the back of the Pathfinder. I have a spare wheel dealy bopper back there, and I'm gonna make it make a holder so I can put it on there. Basically, all I'm doing is got some old rusty angle iron that I had out back with these pre-welded notches, whatever it was used for. So cutting those out and just getting started on it. Okay, well, so I've got a couple of these cut off. I actually did about 5 of them. That should give me enough for my whole base. So basically I just need to go through and sand them down a little bit better, get them all cleaned up, and then I use this to get rid of all the rust. I just did a quick pass on it, so I'll go through it again. But as you can see, what it used to be, like I said, I don't even remember where I got this, and it's been on the side of my house getting weathered for a while. So there we go. Alright, so I got everything cut down. Nothing's welded yet, but basically this is the gist of it. The base. So I gotta clean up some more of these welds, and then weld it together, and then start working upwards. Alright, well, here we are. These pieces going up and down, I've just tacked those into place, just make sure everything was square. So I'll be doing that. So basically that's what we're looking at, and again, I don't know, this is just so I can bolt it onto the Pathfinder. So I gotta clean up some more steel. This is what I'm using here. It's all dirty, rusted. Been on the side of the house for a long time, so I gotta grind these off, you know, sand it all down. That's what all these pieces were. Just cleaned up now. So, yep, there's an update on that. Getting closer. Alright, I also wanted to say, basically I'm doing this whole thing with 4-inch angle grinder and a welder. So basically using this to clean up this rusty old thing, and just with a couple passes on the top side here, that's with it cleaned up. So using this to clean it up, and as you can see, I've already been through one of them. So basically using this to cut it, and this to grind down basically what's left after I cut these and knock them off with a hammer, like that. So after you get them off, then a little residue on there, and then just using this to draw a line, make sure it's straight, cut it with that, and that's it. Alright, so I got all the notches off, and if you can see, basically all I do is go down this edge, cut the underneath of it like that, and then used a hammer and just popped on it, and these welds are pretty bad, so they just pretty much popped off. Like if you notice here, heck, it just broke. Grinded one side and then just popped it off. So now I'll just go through and clean up all those. Alrighty, getting closer. Basically what we're looking at is 14 inches by 7 inches by 16 inches. And just slowly building the cage. This angle iron back here is flipping backwards. I'm going to put another one down here and then a pipe in between there. Hopefully I think just one square tubing should cover it. But then that will attach to the truck. So getting there. Alright, basically one angle iron piece left to weld onto here, onto the bottom, and then from the bottom to the top just cut a piece of this. That'll fit in between those, and then that'll actually be the piece that mounts to the Pathfinder. So pop a couple holes in this after it's welded here, or before, whatever, and then bolt through this to mount. And I just have everything tack welded right now, so I'll go through and actually finish everything up. But geez, need a better camera, but that's basically what I'm after there. So I can bolt that to the back of my Pathfinder, and then I want to put probably just do a little tab or something up here and up here, and then have a bar I can slip through there and lock it, just so it doesn't get stolen. But yeah, we're getting there. Okay, well, I got the main cage all done, welded up. I mean, I still got to go through and grind all this junk down. Welds are a little sloppy. I'm getting better at it. Honestly, I've had the welder for a couple years, just haven't used it too much, and I always had the shield that you had to like hold. Never had a good hood, so I finally picked up a good hood. And you know, while I'm thinking about it, what I did is I went to the Harbor Freight website and saw they have online coupons, and basically what I did is took a picture of the coupon with my phone, took it in there, and as long as they can get the numbers off the coupon, they'll validate it. So basically I got the auto darkening hood from Harbor Freight that's marked at $69. I got it for $39, and that's just doing a little homework on it. But anyways, this bar, where are you? There. I'm going to cut this thing down, and I was just going to go with a single, just backing piece here, so that it would line up with these two mounting holes. Well, kind of glad I just came out here and checked, because it is a little off center. I'm going to try and do this with one hand here. So it's going to go like this, but because of this right side here, I have to offset it a little, which puts it off center. So what I'm probably going to have to do is just do two of these pieces up and down back here, and then maybe just connect the two with some short pieces or something to distribute the weight, and then the one over here will be the one that has the two holes in it. Sorry, I'm using my phone here, and then those will have the two holes in it, which will go into here and there. And of course, I don't know why, but these holes aren't straight through, so I'll have to probably open them up a little bit and line them up. And then also this one down here, has this pen on the outside, and all this does is hold the, just so you can keep this from slamming shut if you need it open. So what I'll have to do is probably just grind this plate off of here, and then that way I can access that hole, and then, you know, whatever the pin, I can weld up something right here, just so I don't lose that pin. Could always use a screwdriver if I wanted to instead of the pin. But that's it. Update. So I'm gonna go in there and grind and clean up some of this stuff. Looks like crap, but it'll work and keep me from running out of gas in the middle of nowhere. Alright, so working on the main piece that's going to actually bolt to the truck. It's not welded in yet, but I have one there, and another one basically like that, and then I'll do a couple between them just to secure it. The reason I have to do this is because it's off center. The holes that are actually drilled on the vehicle are off center, so I had to bump it over, and so I'm adding in an extra one. Alright, well, got these back pieces welded in, and then just cut these. So all I have to do is grind them down a little bit so they slip right in there. They're pretty close, but again, I'm not using a chop saw or anything. I'm only using this cutting wheel, so it's not as, you know, clean and quick, but it's still fun to do anyways. So get those welded in place, and then really all I have to do is I want to grind some more welds down. I'll probably go over some of these back ones again, just because I'm not that good of a welder and I'm practicing. So maybe a little bit more weld, and then some more grinding, weld these into place, and then pop a hole, a couple holes there, and that's pretty much it on this. You know, paint it or whatever. Probably just rattle can it black, and then do some drilling on the Pathfinder and open up those holes a little bit more, line them up, and then bolt it to it. Alright, well, there you go. Pretty much done, just got to paint it. Those could be better, obviously, but yeah, I wasn't going to grind it at all when I originally started doing it, and decided I might as well just clean it up a little bit. But it gets the job done. And back here, obviously I don't have this nut on, it's just here for the video, but I had to grind this out of the way and cut it, and I could grind that down more if I wanted to, but I don't care about it. And so what I'll do for my pin here is just probably tap a self tapper through here or something for the rope, and then it clips on right there. But that's it. Paint it, and that's it. Alrighty, well, that's it. It's bolted on. That's what it looks like painted. Not really worried about the welds. I grinded them down. I could have done better on it, but I don't care. It's just primer black. I just need to be able to carry more gas. I don't really care how it looks. And see there, bolted through. And I don't have it completely bolted down, but there we go, voila. And total cost was about $9. I had to buy the primer, and then I had to get a longer bolt. I didn't have one that would this length, and while I was getting them, I got like the hardened steel kind, so I got two bolts, and a can of paint. Other than that, I had the metal or my neighbor donated it. And a little bit of time. Cool, on to the next thing. Alright, so there it is. And I'll probably just use a bungee going through here until I actually feel like welding some tabs on here or something.